Hello, this is Dr. Lee, 90 years old, grandpa, speaking in English about my life story. After I finished my job at the Kimpo Air Base, I was told that my aunt, my father's younger sister, are living at Cheongho-dong with her family, and they asked me to come over there. So I went to Cheongho-dong. Today, the Cheongho-dong is belonging to Seoul City, and it developed so much. But at that time, 1951, just a remote, small village, around less than 20 houses there. But there's a big field, which is bus terminal station. And there was no transportation available except the bus. So every 30 minutes, one bus comes from Seoul to Cheongho-dong there. And then they go back. So every 30 minutes, bus come and going. So I was working for my aunt's the business. Now my aunt started Pyongyang restaurant, and so I, for the first time, I lived with sort of a family, and I was happy working there, wipe tables and then carry dishes, but with my one of our relatives, so I felt comfortable home. Then there are many bus drivers came, and then they eat and they rest and then going and coming back. Around more than 10 drivers always were there. But among them, there was some about, I think, 60 years old with a gray hair. But that driver was somewhat different from us. Whereas other drivers, they eat and then talk the worldly thing and about the women and all kind of. And then at the night when they sleep, before they sleep, then they drink. But this old man, the driver, he's a difference. He didn't smoke, wasn't drink. Rather, he carries a book and read. He's quite a difference from other drivers. So I paid some attention to him. And one night, around 11 o'clock, I think we are ready to sleep. And all of a sudden, a jeep car rushed in front of that restaurant, and it took MP get into the house, and then with a searchlight and looking for, and then they shouted something. But nobody knows English, so we just afraid of, and wondered what's going on. Then the man, the 60 years old man, got up and then went in, and he spoke in English. Seems to me very, very fluent. And he talked with the MP. Then MP, then they go. I got shocked. You see, this old man, speak English in such a front way. Wow, I was so impressed and shocked. So I approached him and I asked him, what's going on here? Then he said, the MP got the reports that there are two tire was stolen. So the MP came and searched one house to another, searched for the tire. That's why they came. So he explained there is nothing, and they go. Well, I was so curious, so I told him, please tell me about your life, particularly when you are about my age, young days. What did you do, and what kind of job or occupation did you have, etc. So please tell me your life story. And then he kept silence for a while, and then he said, okay, I will tell you about my life. When he told the following story, when he was 18, he met the American missionary in Pyongyang. His hometown is Pyongyang, capital city of North Korea. And he studied the Bible under American missionary, so he learned Bible and also learned English. he was so faithfully attended the church and studied the Bible. So the American missionary was so impressed with this young man, native Korean. So after 2 years, the American missionary suggested him to go to the United States and study in medicine. So he was excited. And after a few months later, he got the missionary handed to him the letter for scholarship at a certain school. So he and the American missionary made a decision for him to go to the United States and study in medicine. And it takes a time, maybe more than 10 years, but he studied medicine and become medical doctor, then come back, and then they work together as heal people spiritually and physically. That's the promise they made. So finally they made all the itinerary. That was a traveling schedule. That time there is no airplane, so they got to get on steamship and then across the Pacific Ocean and go to the United States. So all the schedule was made. So before he left for United States, this ship supposed to drop the Yokohama and then Hawaii and then San Francisco. So he wrote a letter to his friend who is in Tokyo, Japan. So what day we are arriving there by ship. Now I like to meet you there and spend one night and then go to the United States. So finally he get on the boat and went to Yokohama. Then his friend already met, waiting for him, and I met. His friend was taxi driver, so he gave a ride. And then that night, the old Tokyo city, he gave a tour, and then let him see the beautiful night of Tokyo. And he explained this and that, and he said, he make a lot of money as a taxi driver. At that time, taxi is new and taxi driver make a lot of money. Then finally he said that you don't need to go to the United States. That's far away, that's strange country. Why do you go there and study English? That's not easy, So all the trouble you should have. So don't go there and stay in Tokyo and be a taxi driver. Then you can make a lot of money and enjoy yourself. Why do you go there? So his friend persuaded him. He thought that, wow, yeah, that's right. Why should I go there? Strange country. Well, okay, stay in Tokyo. And so instead of going to medical school in the United States, he stayed in Tokyo and went to the driver school. After 3 months, he became a driver. But his life was good for the time being, But then he made some accident, and when World War II ended, he returned back to his own country, Korea, and then came to Seoul, Korea. But what he knows is only driving. In the meantime, he got some accident, sometimes big accident, hurting people, and he imprisoned time, a lot of trouble. Then he told me that when he recalled his life, he really regret. And told me, if I went on to the United States and study medical and become a doctor, then his life should be different. Now I'm 60 years old, but still I'm driving because this is the only thing I know. And he regretted. He couldn't resist the small temptation, just a temporary enjoyment. And then he told me seriously, young man, don't be tempted by pleasure, small pleasure, but aim high, go to the United States and study there. Look at the plants, they're all looking for or growing toward the sun, but man should go toward civilization, a high developed country. Go to the United States. Don't be tempted small pleasure, but aim high and strive for it. That was his advice. I was touched. So I determined, let me go. Someday I will go to the United States and study. That was my determination when I was 19 years old. And of course, I don't know where he is. He already died. But what he said to me when I was 19 still remains in my heart. And that is a strong determination at that time I made to go to the United States. According to my own experience, I like to advise, particularly to young men, there are a lot of temptation. Resist it. Aim high. Strive for high goal, then you can achieve it. But so many young men, they're just a small thing, they are tempted, seeking for pleasure, but ruined their life. So that's according to my own experience. I like to advise the young people. Thank you very much.